Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. We're back at HomeGoods. Are you ready? Let's shop. So this is the continuation of the last HomeGoods visit. Remember I told you that there was so much footage and just so much to see? Well, here it is. This time we're starting at the front, like literal outside the store. Not even the front, outside the store. At the sidewalk. How cool is this piece? It's a high table, $1,500, comes with all the chairs, of course, and it's just really nice, you know, for the patio, for the backyard, for the barbecues, if you will. Very, very nice. And I love a high table, I must say. Like, back in the day, that's all we cared about. Like, even in our kitchen and everything, we just loved having a high table. Not the case anymore, but for outside, sure. I just don't want it as my everyday dining table anymore. $180 for that chair right there. Or was it for the 3-piece? It might have been for all. No, I think it was just for the chair. How pretty is this? $1,300, 4-piece. Look at this. What? Look at all that storage. That's nice. And I love the lid, like the wood. You know I love the wood. Beautiful. And then the green cushions. Very, very nice. These small ones swivel. So good. Now here we are inside the store. Starting off with the frames inside. You know why? Because this location has such a great selection, variety, and just like almost two aisles, like both sides, and then this end cap. And I think there was another end cap on the other side, but it was more or less the same stuff, so like I didn't really show you that much. But do you see these? The 8x10s? So good. Then there's these guys. They distracted me, but no worries. We're going back in the aisle. I just noticed those though, and I was like, we don't get to see those types of stools very often. We always get to see like the high chairs. So I wanted to make sure I show those to you. But look at these. These picture frames, wood, and this size. Love. These are so good. Like I said, this location has really good picture frames and just like for the walls, just all the different sizes. Look at these. $15. So pretty. 4x6. Or the other way around, you know? If you want to put it like vertically instead. But look at all the wood. I was so excited because we don't usually see these bigger ones in wood like that, you know? Now here's the other side of the aisle. Like I said, there's just so many. We've seen this one before. I think it was at Marshall's. Of course, there's the silver ones. This one, like that twisted detail. Yes, please. $10. Then there's the 8x10s again. Look at the variety. Like, look at this little swirly one right here. $13. A little mother of pearl action. $10. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. You know me. I don't know finishes. It's a shame. I should be ashamed of myself. $8 for that one, which looks like it's linen, but it's not. It's like a stone. And then there's these stone ones right here. How pretty. The round one, love. I'm loving anything with the pom-poms. Have you noticed? I'm loving anything with the balls around the edges, like that bowl, the $80 bowl that we saw the other day. And now these frames, give me all the balls. Whoa, stop. Don't think like that. This is a family channel. But the frames are beautiful. Now look at this. going into the furniture. And I should have mentioned that already. Maybe, I mean, starting at the sidewalk with the outdoor furniture, that should have been your hint. But we're seeing a lot of furniture and a lot of lamps, like all the lamps. Like you have no idea how many lamps we're about to see, okay? Stay tuned. But they also have a lot of night tables, nightstands, whichever you prefer to call them. And then there's these 300. I like the color. I don't know if this quality is like necessarily the best. I feel like it doesn't look horrible. Horrible? Whoa. Okay, let me get it together. Did you see how deep the seat was though? The seat, so deep. These, what's happening here? The little knob is on the inside. I've never seen this in my life. And then it has this little black cord. I love this console though. Like this is so pretty. This is so my vibe. But what's up with the handle? Please let me know. Please let me know. Like, do you have to have that little cord sticking out? It can't be. It can't possibly be. These nightstands, I'm obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with them. And there's someone at my job who is also obsessed with them. And we're both like, we want these nightstands. I just don't, I even texted Mr. Damaris and was like, look at these. I want them for the guest room. And he's like, nice. Men, right? He's like, nice. Doesn't say yes, no, or, no, those are ugly. Nothing. Nice. But that's just the way it goes anyways. He always says like, hey, do you, what you do is nice. Like he makes fun of me and jokes and makes it seem like, oh my goodness, the decor, what is going on? He makes comments, but then he always backs it up with letting me know that, hey, I'm just kidding, and you make the home feel like a home and you make it look beautiful. So appreciate that. But I didn't get them because they're $250. And I kind of feel the fact that they're still here from last time, eventually they're going to go to clearance. I hope, fingers crossed. I'm willing to take that, I'm not filled with regret, I'm not filled with regret. I'm willing to take that chance. $600 for this console right here. It's nice. I like it. It's different. I like that the knobs are like the door knocker kind of style and they're like in the middle of the doors. I thought that was cool. We don't get to see that very often. This black one right here is $150. But yeah, those nightstands I think are going to end up on, I hope they're going to end up on clearance because there are a lot of nightstands on clearance right now, which we're going to see. So get ready. Here's a little taste of the lamps. Just a little taste. Because let me tell you, no exaggeration, they have 4 aisles of lamps. 4. You heard me right. Look at this. We just saw this colorful artwork on the left. And I just wanted to peruse very quickly. I was just like, let's just see what they have going on over here. $60 for this one. How interesting is that? It's like when you move, it kind of moves with you. $55 on clearance. And by the way, it's not just the nightstands that are on clearance. There's a lot of things on clearance right now at HomeGoods. I mentioned it the other day. Remember, some of the vessels, that section, and all that. The bowls, a lot of things are on clearance. This piece right here we've seen several times, but it's just so pretty. I'm always drawn to it every time we see it. The one that was in the back is a little bit different. You can put them to match, as my mother would say. This one is $30. And then here's the one that was in the back. You can get a better look at it right here. See how they're different? But go together, And then that was a lot of color. This piece is very, very large. Just like the one that just had a lot of color. They're both pretty much the same size. They're gigantic. $100 for this one. Do you see all these clearance tags? Yes, yes. Remember this? 280. We looked at these last time, remember? The Bassett furniture? We talked about it. You did let me know that they are like a high-end brand, can be very expensive. Now they're on clearance. This table as well, $79. I mentioned how I own this one, but the top is a white marble. This one is more like a beige. Now on clearance for $79. These were also here, $130. I'm actually surprised that there's these many, that they had this many items that were here from the last time we were here. Because it's been at least 2 weeks. So at this location, I mean, you know, not the last HomeGoods video, but this location. And so usually things, as we know, sell out. They're gone. They're here today and gone by the afternoon. Okay, this one does have that damage, so I was just pointing that out. $150 now. I love the color. I actually really like these. Too bad that that one has the, because actually that one would be good for my guest room too. At $150, see, that I would do, but it was damaged. And that's one thing to definitely note. A lot of the times when they have their stuff on clearance, there could be a little bit more damage than usual, you know? Hello. Hi, everybody. Here we go. The usual shimmy, because I'm like, what else do I do? But the music was good. The music actually was good. That's why I gave you a little extra head shake and all the things. The music they were playing was really good. So there you have it. By the way, the outfit, Yves Saint, no, not Yves, why do I have Yves Saint Laurent in my, you know why? Because I want to get the Yves Saint Laurent mascara. That's why I have that in my mind. But it's Diane Van Funst, you know what I'm trying to say. Diane Van Fungstenberg. I usually could say that. I don't know why I'm having trouble right now. But it's her collection with Target from like 2 years ago. Remember? That's where this outfit is from. I love it. Mr. Damaris, speaking of him, calls it the swooshy outfit. When I got home and he saw that I was wearing this, he's like, oh, the swooshy outfit is out. He's something else. But look at all the mirrors with the little linen, you know, details and whatnot. A lot of good mirrors right now. But of course, now that I'm looking for it, the mirror that I really want to place on the back of the console in the entryway, they don't have it. I want it to be super oversized. And I'm thinking that I just want the plain, like the one that has the frame that's like just black, just like a simple black and like rounded. Not round, but like just the rounded top. Like look at this one on clearance. Speaking of a black frame. So pretty. Of course, these are small mirrors or smaller. I'm looking for one that like will stand on the floor and sit behind the console. Which, by the way, well, first of all, $250 for these? Absolutely not. I mean, what is this? Not velvet, I can tell you that. Look at the legs, and they're not broken. Like the legs are all wonky, like it's like that's the way they're supposed to be. And then that design on there, like what is it, a maze? Are we trying to get through the maze? Is it a puzzle? Now on the other hand, this one, so cute, so pretty, you know? But those other ones, no, it's not okay. Especially with those little legs. And you know I love like little legs. I love to look at things, little legs. What does it look like? No, not those. Now here starts the lamp frenzy. $50 for these. There's a lot of the crystal ones, the glass ones, all that. I was going to say, see, I almost lost my train of thought, but I brought it back. I just posted today on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. Why not? You know, I sometimes post things over there that are a little more like my everyday, where I'm at, things that are happening. And of course, a lot of like the pictures and quick videos of what I'm seeing in the stores. But I did announce over there, and I'm going to tell you here now, that speaking of the entryway, I got the console. Remember, we were talking about how I need a couple of like big furniture pieces still? Well, the entryway console has been purchased. Yay! Confetti, applause, aplausos, aplausos, everybody. Look at these, $100. I don't like the shade though, but that's an easy, that's easy to replace. You could actually replace them from, here, because they're bringing in lots of lampshades. This location didn't have too many, so I didn't really peruse too much over there, but HomeGoods is definitely doing it with the lampshades if you get them on the right day. $140 for that one. We've seen it so many times. And then, of course, here it is again. Because why? Because I gravitate towards it every time I see it. Every time I see that wood one right there, I'm like, is it for me? Do I need it? I do need it. Because I do need lamps. But I can't pull the trigger. And the fact that I see it so often and I still haven't purchased it, I know that it's not for me, It's not the one. I'm not saying yes to the lamp. I thought these were interesting. They have the little pulleys. I love those little pulleys. $60. MAXX Studio. Also, I noticed MAXX Studios has a lot of lamps right now. And some of them are definitely like these, like cute, interesting, Good vibes, if you will. See, this one is also MAXX Studio. These are a little bit smaller. Thomasville for $50. Lots of prints also. $40 for these. These are smaller. I thought these were cool. I was debating on these. I was like, And then clearance for $70. I think lamps are going to be really hard for me. I mean, they already are, I look every single time, and every time I have yet to find the right lamps. But that's okay. We're going to take our time because I do not want to be filled with regret. Like, I don't want to have the wrong ones. Of course, I can bring them home, try them out, see what it's about, and then return if I feel the need to. Which, by the way, totally recommend. I do it all the time. These are so cute. Aren't these cute? Brooks Brothers, of course. $40. Like, these are small, but they're so cute. Like, I really love the base and even the lampshade. Just everything about them. I just love those. We're going to see them again, too, with a different lampshade, I believe. Here these are again. Basically the same lampshade we just saw before. But look, it's just like a thin base. Like a little stick base. $39. I like these better than the other ones. The other ones had like that more triangular base, But look at these. Like, how pretty is this? Like, it's not my vibe, but they're so pretty. $60 on clearance. And then look at the lampshade with the birds and the print and all the things. $40 for this one. The bow. The bow has made an appearance. It's a bow and a tulip all in one. It's cute for like a girl's room or like a, like a little girl's room or something like that. Or even a teen, preteen. That can be cute for sure. That's rattan right there. Brooks Brothers. $70. And even the lampshade is interesting. Like, this one is a good one. I don't usually focus on these smaller lamps, But today I figured since there's so many, we might as well like just look at all the things, which is our vibe anyway. $60 for these. Look at the prints. Like I'm telling you, like the lampshades with all the prints are all the rage. And I'm actually thinking that that's such a great thing. I do want to find like the right lamps with the right base and then like switch out the lampshades from like not necessarily season to season, but like, you know, if you want to change up the vibe a little bit, just change up the lampshade. I wasn't thinking in that way before, but now that I'm seeing so many prints, I'm like, yes, that's such a great, you know, way to switch it up a little. Here is that lamp again. See, same base, but a different little lampshade. This one actually has a little print on there. Super, super cute. Tommy Bahama, the pineapple, also rattan, on clearance for $55. It's a pretty big lamp too. Like it's a nice, normal, large lamp. It's not a tiny baby. It's not small. It's not oversized though. Look at these. I was like, what? Talk about nautical. You know, the lighthouse. These right here, I thought were cool. Different, you know, even the shape, it's oval the way that it is. So pretty, even the color. It's like a blue-green. Blue-green Meridian. Where's that one from? You have to, I feel like you have to be a super fan, like, and with this, con esto te lo digo todo. With this, I actually give it away, really. I was gonna say you have to be a super fan of this movie, like myself and my siblings and my kids who are now, I've turned them into super fans. It's Beetlejuice. When they're drawing on the wall, when they're going through the house, when they first like bum rush the house and they're going through it, and Lydia, OMG, Lydia. Not Lydia. Lydia is the daughter. What's her name? You know what I'm saying. Oh, let's not talk about that. That's sad. The mom. I can't think of her name right now. The pressure of a name. That's another one. I actually was just watching it the other day. Well, the first one I was talking about is Beetlejuice. R.I.P. She just, you know, recently passed away. Why can't I think of... It's like at the tip of my tongue. You're probably already telling me. Let me know in the comments. You know what I'm talking about. How sad, right? But Beetlejuice is the first one, and then the one that I just... The pressure of a name. Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman. I was just watching it the other day. It's been quite a while since I've watched it. And my daughter hasn't watched it. And so we got into a conversation about that whole thing. But we'll talk about that another time. Anywho. $70 for this one. These I thought were different but cute. Martha Stewart, $50. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let's keep the party going by clicking on one of these videos right here on the screen. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.